Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with our Mark V Polo. In the last episode we got loads done. We managed to get the new cooling system fitted, we managed to get the car finally running up to temperature, and everything was looking really good. Honestly, I feel like it was a massive win. But now it's time to face the music, because this front end is definitely not straight. And if we don't get this chassis damage fixed, we're never going to get those body panels on, and then nothing's going to ever line up. So today we're going to attempt to bend, pull and weld this Polo back into shape. But the big question is, can we really pull this off? Or have we bitten off more than we can chew? Let's find out. Right, okay guys, it's time for the big bit. We're going to do this weld. Now, I got my uncle, luckily, he knows how to weld and how to bend metal back together, which is useful because I've got no idea. So what we're going to do?
Well, we're going to beat all this back into shape after taking off the rough bits. Then we're going to tack weld back on the fixings, and then we're going to attempt to just weld these torn pieces of metal here. If we've got enough current, if not, we'll have to get a bigger welder.
Oh dear. And we're going to take measurements, did you say? We're going to
measure
from
then we're going to,
the good side.
Before we weld it, we're going to check the dimensions by using points on the chassis, measuring the distances to where the fixings are, to make sure the fixings are in the right place, so the gaps in the wing,
so we don't end up putting the wings on and everything's all over the place.
Or on the wonk and look like a car that's been badly repaired.
Which it might.
No. Be
cool.
fine.
Right, let's do it then. We just simply started by hammering out the top bracket where the wing attaches, just with a hammer and a chisel here, making sure we get it nice and flat and smooth as best we could. Then we worked on this crack in this bracket here. We need to get this surface nice and clean for welding. Our first weld didn't go so well. We managed to blow a hole in the metal itself. But after a couple of attempts, we did manage to get this attached to the car again. It's not pretty, but it'll do the job. Then we started on the passenger side, just doing the same thing as we did on the driver's side.
And if you don't do it well enough and it comes undone, you can't tighten the nut up.
Right.
Then you've got to take your wing. Then you've got a...
Oh, I think that's a headlight bracket.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a real pain when you start doing the nut up and the captive thing starts spinning around. You have to take it all apart again to fix it.
Yeah, you screw it up.
You can sometimes, get away with an impact driver on it, but you just pinch it up underneath. But there again, if it's a nice plastic fitting, you can't use an impact driver to get it. So again, where you're doing your little joint, you need clean, shiny
metal to bond to. I see. Alright guys, so we are making progress. So far we have managed to get this bracket here that holds the wing on back all straight and welded that back together. Doesn't look great, but you're never going to see it, so that's all good. We've also banged this out, so this is nice and straight now. So hopefully everything will line up when we get that back on. And then on the other side, over here, when we were straightening this guy out, the little lug nut that's underneath dropped off. So we've just sort of tack welded that back on. Again, not beautiful, but it will do the job and it will hold. Next thing we need to do is just make this bracket here back into shape, and then we're going to tackle the big one, the big crease here. So to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to take a measurement from the other side and then measure out from a fixed point, probably the chassis leg here or something, across on both sides, and then hopefully we're going to get the hammer on this, bang this back into shape, and then we'll just fill the crack with some weld and get that all sealed up. We're probably going to have to angle grind this out a bit, make sure this is nice and clean, so we can get in there with our welder and clean it up. So things are looking quite good. Let's get on and do that. Much better. Yeah, looks brand new. We do sometimes have some wins, so it was really nice to see that bracket coming back into shape and working quite nicely. On the other hand, the larger dent, lower fixing of the wing here was really difficult and was really bent and out of shape. So we took our time. This took us a long time to try and hammer out as many of the creases that we could find in the metal. but annoyingly the bracket on the back of it was sort of stopping us from getting the main crease out. We might have to cut that off completely, but yeah, it's really not looking good right now. But that's the gamble you take on these crash damaged cars. You just never know what you're going to find when you start taking things off.
It's incredible, you can see the crack now, like where you bang it, right? You can see the crack comes out even more, doesn't it?
Quite well welded, I think. Once we just finished.
I think it's more just the filler that's cracked, isn't it, in some ways?
Quite a lot of seam, it's like a seam sealant, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
It's just a seam sealant in it to stop the water getting in the joint, right?
Yeah. What we've got to do is get this other side.
Well, you need to measure, I guess, the two bottom points to measure to make the wedge the same wedge shape.
So at this point we managed to get the bracket mostly back into shape, so we wanted to try and take some measurements from the passenger side to compare to the driver's side. We think the passenger side is mostly in the right position, so here we're trying to compare each side, and we still notice that it's a good couple of centimetres out at this point, so we still need to do some bending.
Okay, so we've got to put the bonnet on and line up the wings to see if things are lining up. It's much easier with two people. I did this on my own. It was quite hard to put on.
Right, so now offer that up. Okay. Now we line that one up there, and then here lines up.
I have a feeling, look at where our bonnet is. Our bonnet is far too far over.
Do you reckon our hinges are bent?
I think we need to loosen this nut off and
push it back round.
Then I think we need to get a spline key on here, spin this out and move the wing over. Let's get the wing bolted sort of in the right place. How the hell are we going to get that nut on there?
Yeah, that one was never in there. With the bonnet off, I guess.
Yeah. Right, well, it's not moving. It's not moving. So it's good.
Yeah, that one in there, that one in there.
Let's get this fixed in the right place.
So that goes over the top of that. Hang on a minute. Look how different.
What?
Look where it bolts to, and look where it is.
Yeah. So we're going to have to straighten. And also, I know that's wrong because this is the wrong shape on there.
Look how far out it is. Look. Oh, okay. Just it's pretty soft stuff, isn't it?
That's only body work, isn't it?
Just hangs that wing on it, doesn't it?
Well, the angle's a bit funny, isn't it?
You're getting nearer. Yeah, by just pulling on the metal.
Right. Trying to get. You can feel the bumps actually when you put your hand on.
Oh, that moved a lot.
Right. What we're doing is we're bringing it forward again.
That's
we're getting there. This bit got to come this way a bit. Oh, it's going to be frigging hard to do that. Right, there we go.
Whoa! You move that. It's looking better. There you go. It's attached. Sort of. It's where you miss and hit the wing. Bang.
A little whack there.
Where your weld drops off.
It's gone down a bit far then. Pry it back a bit.
It's alright, spacers. That's how Ferraris are built.
Oh, I had a 335 once. And someone had a flat battery on it and I helped him change it. He had to take the wing off.
And you had 600 spacers come out with it. You couldn't work out exactly where they went.
Well, getting the wing to look right afterwards was hell on earth. Yeah, but the battery was in the wing.
Oh, good. Why can't I get that one in? Where'd this one go? We should be able to shut this bonnet now. Oh, Yeah? Yeah? How's that side looking? Yeah.
Why is there such a big... Oh, we're not shut.
There's a big gap
There's a
there.
big gap there. Oh, of course, the bonnet will turn, won't it? We can turn the bonnet this way a little bit. Is it getting narrower, that gap, as it comes
I
down?
don't know, but this panel was not fixed, is it? We're making progress. We are attempting to, oh my goodness, move the bonnet over. We should probably replace these hinges, to be honest. But the bonnet seems to not quite align. So it's either the wing that's out or the bonnet, but I think the bonnet is the thing that is out. I think the hinges are bent, no?
Give that a little bit of persuasion.
Well, there's persuasion and there's bent.
The whole thing needs shifting further in.
Yeah, that kind of did it, I think.
There you are.
Yeah, okay.
You're done. Final adjustment made.
Final adjustments needed.
So this wing is
That's
good.
all right. So this
Your
side's
line
good.
here is the stream.
And we still think, so we've got everything lined up, bonnet-wise-ish.
Yeah.
And now we just got to work out what to do here.
This has got to be brought in
Yeah.
and forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
So it's got to be flattened out and forward. Kind of like, so I think we've got this side now looking all right. Yeah, like this is nice and straight, isn't it? It's basically straight. Right, wing off, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. We're trying a different approach. We're going to try a different approach. We're going to tie a bit of rope to it and push the car back, or drive the car back, but I think driving it might be too much. Well guys, I really didn't expect this. We are really clutching at straws here. We are attempting to pull that bit of metal out by attaching a bit of rope to another car and attempting to drive it forward. Okay, you're basically towing it.
I don't slip off the clutch because that'll do it a lot, David.
Handbrake's not very good. Stop! I don't think the handbrake works.
Put it into first gear. First gear. You'll never spin the engine in first gear. Did it move much?
No, you just moved the car. It didn't move at all. No, but you still managed to move the car. After even tugging it with another car, I don't think it really moved, but we're going to offer the wing up anyway, just to see if anything budged at all, or if we're in the same situation we were to start with. Well guys, we tried and we tried and we tried. We even pulled this bit of metal with another car, but we still didn't really make it budge. We managed to make some progress on this side. So we managed to get all this now nice and straight. All this bracket now lines up and fits. And then everything seems to look pretty good here. It's not fully bolted in yet, but you can see the line all works. The door now opens without catching, which is great news. There's still a bit of a finer adjustment to do here and there. The bonnet all lines up, which is really good news. And I managed to get part of the bumper clip back on. So that all screws onto the rad pack and screws in here. And that all seems to line up okay. So I'm pretty happy with this side. So it really comes down to this final fold here. We've really got to try and get this back straight. Please leave a comment if you've got any ideas on what we could do to get this straight. Because if we can't get this straight, the wing's not going to fit, the bumper's not going to fit, and it's going to look terrible. But I really don't know what to do right now. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help us out. And we'll see you in the next one.